let's get into this webinar from here. If you have any more questions about myself or want to tell me about yourself, please reach out via email, DM any of my social medias. You guys see that I am now on YouTube. You guys see that I am on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. Okay, I have Snapchat too. I just don't use it that much. So this is for the top 6 most frequently asked questions in my inbox. Now, I wanted to actually go over these 6 questions. So if any of these spike your head, even if it's in a different way of wording, pay attention because I'm going to cover a lot in these, okay? So after this, I'm going to go over who asked me this. So that way you guys don't subconsciously maybe not listen as much in case you think maybe a female asked this and you're a male and you don't know if you're going to relate. Because I promise you, these questions were asked by a variety of people and I will show you the demographics. So the top 6 most frequently asked questions, as you guys see. How do I know how much weight I should be lifting? So by yourself right now, raise your hand if you're still confused on whether you should do lightweight and high reps or heavyweight and low reps. Raise your hand if you're not sure if you should use dumbbells, resistance bands, or kettlebells. You know, things like this, however you word it, relates in this question. The second question, how many days a week should I work out? When we have a goal and we decide we have it set and we make a plan to reach it, the reason why we're in this roller coaster is because the plan we make is literally balls to the wall jumping in the deep end. Why would you plan a week of working out 5 or 6 days a week when you're only doing 1 or 2 right now? So there's a minimum I recommend, but also you don't have to work out 6 days a week either. So I'll get into that. The third question, if I don't have time, basically what's more important, strength or cardio? What should I do? You can ask this in multiple ways. You know, people, when they are on a weight loss goal, a fat loss goal, they want to get their cardio in. And we have that mindset of needing to get our cardio in. And I understand. And cardio, it's beneficial. It's great. It's positive. But honestly, it's not needed in order to lose fat and tone up. If you are on a good macro plan that suits your body and your training and is giving you progress and results, and we see that via pictures and methods of tracking, whether it's measuring inches or weight or whatever the case is, then you don't really need to do cardio. Your body's using all those nutrients in the way that it needs to be used, because we don't look at food in macros and nutrients. We look at the calories. The calories matter for weight loss, but essentially, if you have not seen my macro webinar yet, please go back and look at my macro webinars. Essentially, we put our body in a deficit by eating the right macros, so that way all those nutrients can go to all the places that they need to, and you're actually using those nutrients. And if you're using them, you are burning them. And if you're burning them, you're putting yourself in a deficit anyway. That's why starving your body does not work. At least if it does work in the short term, it's not going to work in the long term. Okay. The fourth question, are ab exercises going to help me lose fat around my midsection? Are they going to get me that 6-pack? Are they going to help me tighten and tone up? Okay, this is asked so much, and not just with abs, mostly with abs. I do get tricep exercise or questions. You know, I want to lose fat right here, especially from women. I get, you know, booty questions. If I do a bunch of hip thrusts and things like that, am I going to lose fat around my butt or my love handles? Or guys usually store it in their chest or upper back. Okay, so I'll get into that. That's spot reducing. Last 2 questions is, what do I do if I don't feel like I have the time to work out? So that's kind of where the how many days a week you work out and how many days you plan and when life happens. All of this stuff is concept and all of it complements each other. Okay, so this will kind of feed off of the second question in regard to planning your weeks out. And if you're having trouble with that, reach out. If you're questioning it, totally go to my Instagram. I have tons of stuff on there on weekly planning and methods and how I optimize my planning and my clients' planning on a weekly basis. And the last question is the most asked question I receive on a daily basis. I stopped losing weight. I still work out. I still eat healthy. Why? I don't understand. My body's not changing. I'm not seeing a number change on the scale. And there's reasons for that. Okay, so these are the top 6 questions. Now I want to get into who asked these questions. Who asked what? So this is for all 6. So I pulled a demographic poll for each question to see kind of where the demographics lied. And I'm telling you, they were totally 50-50 for every question. I will say the progress and results question may have been a little bit more catered to ages 32 and higher, just because your body doesn't work like it did when you were younger. But younger people also asked me this in regard to they're fine with how they look, but they're a skinny fat and they don't know how to actually transform their body, not just lose weight and like look good because they're younger and they have the athletic body to them or whatever the case is. So the demographics are right here in front of you. I had males, females ask me this. The ages ranged from 24 to 56, I think, honestly. The job responsibilities, I had students in here as well, not to disregard them. Entrepreneurs, flight attendants, I had some nurses, I had moms, tons of moms. I had some moms attend on that macro webinar. They were listening while they were preparing dinner for them and their kids. CEOs, okay? And each of these types of individuals that have these careers, there's a reason and a rhyme to the problems that they have in regard to their fitness journey. It's usually pretty similar in each industry, to be honest, and it makes sense. And then it just depends on that individual and what they currently have and what they're experiencing. Fitness level ranged from beginner to super advanced, okay? And even if you're really advanced, you can always get better. I am continuously learning all the time, every day. And if I'm not continuously learning off of things I'm super conscious and knowledgeable in, now I'm getting certified in Vinyasa yoga. So learn more and learn frequently. Okay. And everyone who asked this obviously had some sort of goal, but for the most part, everyone was self-aware in the fact that they didn't understand. They knew what they wanted, but they didn't understand how to get it. And they didn't understand why what they are doing has worked before and why it's not working now. Okay.